Yes, welcome back to Phone Lookup. Thanks for watching Phone Lookup and thanks for subscribing. Please click on the like button. I wasn't going to bring you this solution of fixing this headphone, but then I realized actually it had a very peculiar wire, the like of which I hadn't seen in many years. I think I last saw this in 2005 in my early days when I started fixing these earphones. So I felt like I should bring them to you because this offers an interesting opportunity of learning in that I didn't show you this kind of wire when I recorded my video earlier on about the wires. So what actually intrigued me is that this one implements very thin single strand wires. Right there you see it's one wire core, blue and then brown, and then blue, then brown. And also this brings beauty to it. It helps us show us how basic the implementation of an earphone can be. In other words, when you look at this, this is just a headphone, and this headphone is simply to play music and nothing more, nothing less. When you look at this pair, this is one pair of wires that comes to one speaker side, and then when we see the other pair, that also runs to one speaker side. So each of these pair of wires actually never meet each other along the entire length of the headphone. Let me just try to trace them for you. Now this is for the right hand speaker, and then this is for the right hand speaker. Now when you look at them, they actually run in parallel. So inside this wire is a pair, or actually inside of this fifth is a pair of wires, and then also inside this other side there's a pair of wires. When I say a pair, that is one for positive and one for negative terminal of the speaker. So when we trace this down, it comes through. Actually in the middle here they are not joined in any way. This is just a restraint to prevent this this pair of wires from tearing all the way to the bottom. So this is to at least put a limit to where these wires would stop if these two ended up being separated. So it comes all the way. It comes all the way. So if you follow it, it just goes down, 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 and nowhere but terminate as independent wires. So now what I'm going to do, first of all, I am going to remove the coding of these wires. Like we said earlier about the earphone wires, the color coding there is also to help insulate. So that is a veneer of insulation and also to help color code, so we can trace the wires from this end to the end of the speaker. Now in most cases I use a lighter to help burn off that film or thin veneer of insulating coating. By the way, do not be deceived, even this brown looking strand is actually coated in insulation, so that you're seeing there is not exposed to copper yet. I'm with a lighter, fire, lighter, fire. You are sending me a lighter as opposed to a lighter. Yeah, the mind is interesting. So I'm going to use a lighter to burn off that veneer of insulation. There it goes, and there it goes. Now having burnt it off, of course a residue of the burnt insulating material remains on the surface of these two wires, so I need to polish that, and I will do that by scraping it. So I basically squeeze my blade against my finger and pull the wire away, so that produces a scratching effect. Notice that I use the blunt end. I mean, you do not again want to cut the wires here, you just want to polish its surface. So now lucky for us, in this kind of arrangement it's well sorted out which two pairs belong to one speaker. So when you look at it, this is one pair for one speaker, that is the other pair for the other speaker. Now, to test for continuity to see if it is moving up to the speakers, I should be able to read the internal resistance of those speakers by just connecting my multimeter onto that. So right now I'm going to put it in diode mode because I'm going to measure resistance below 50, and that should always give me a buzz. I think to signal me that the resistance I'm measuring is under 50 ohms, and such is the internal resistance of the speaker. I've never really encountered any that goes beyond 50 ohms. So we are going for the first set of wire pairs. Put one probe there and the other there, and I get myself 37 ohms. So that speaker is in continuity mode, like the wires are going and making contact with it. Test the other side too. I get myself 36 ohms. So at least the speakers are fine. Oh, by the way, I did not give you a bit of history about these headsets. Actually, it turns out they were connected to the laptop, and the owner stood up in haste, in a hurry, and ended up stretching them. Now, it turned out that whenever he would bend the pin, he would hear some sound. So, sorry, this is actually supposed to be in like that. He would hear some sound like that. And how I got to access the pin, I simply slit this using a surgical blade and pulled that out, and left me with this. I trimmed off the insulating plastic out of this, and I have now burnt off a film of insulation over here. And now the next thing is I am going to show you how we connect this. This is actually almost the best example to show you how the speakers 1, 2, left and right connect to the pin via the wire. Okay. What do I want? Where did I place my lighter? Okay, and now you want to take note of one of two things. Actually, one essential thing. Yes, one essential thing. So we have one connecting point. If you can see, that's some bit of solder right there, showing that wires were connected there, and then solder there, and then solder there. So I have